Hey guys, it's me. So, Assalamualaikum, Ramzan Barik to you guys again. I will not even try to even attempt to speak for 10 minutes as a voiceover for this video. However, I will condense it down to the reasoning as to why we've done this. So naturally, as you guys have seen on the previous videos, I was invited, well, my family, hubby, mum, everybody was invited down south for an iftar dawah due to personal circumstances, etc., because we missed out on a lot in the last few years. Anyhow, given that, it was only right that my husband felt like one of us should go with the kids, because kids technically or theoretically speaking, or even logically speaking, they miss out on a lot being up north, and then having my side of the family, which is quite a few of us. There's about 4 to 6 of us down south. That's immediate siblings and their children, etc., and spouses, partners, however you want to put it. But irrespective, their brother-in-laws are brothers and sister-in-laws are my sister. Well, only one sister-in-law, but yeah, that's my bubby. Anyways, going back to this video, although I can talk for England, I will try and keep this minimal, because as you can probably tell, I'm so not jet lagged but travel lagged, and I've got a cold and I'm unwell and I'm run down, irrespective of the fact that we've got to get back to reality and work. So yeah, I try to recreate majority of the dishes. However, on that day, the first plate that we were served up, it was my other half's, 2 of which we kept to a side, and then once everyone had finished kind of plating up, etc., or eating, my sister tubbed it all up and then popped it away, ready to come up north for when we decided to leave. Anyhow, apart from that, my brother-in-law, a gem of the family, as is the others, they've all got their amazing personalities, and that's something that I would never say otherwise. And do you know what? I feel like I'm the bubble in the room that just needs to pop, just like finding them up. But that's what little sister-in-laws do, right? I'm their Charlize. Anyhow, I am the baby of the family, and he's the baby of the family too. So I think we kind of uphold that place in the family. Given that, back to the food, as much as I can yap on, there was a samosa chart that my brother-in-law made, and although I did a video of him doing it, I didn't want to put him in the video, respectfully. So I recreated his samosa chart, which is from a Michelin star restaurant, and it is absolutely delicious. Why am I saying Michelin? I'm thinking of tires. Guys, come on, man. Do you know what? This is where his work and my brother-in-law's work kind of just... I just can't function right now, okay? It's late and I'm tired. I'm trying to put this video together just so you guys have a glimpse of what it was like as a small grain of rice of what the iftari was actually like down south. Anyhow, so I did a samosa chart, and it was delicious, and it was very intricate, and it was very thorough. I then went on to do a lasagna that we had keema left over for when we came back. So we made a hearty home lasagna, of which I did a separate video for with my son or the kids, so you can kind of have a look into that. It was really fairly simple. Keema curry with bolognese, and then layered up, etc. And then I did some sides. So my sister, as I was leaving on the morning, bless her, do you know what? May Allah give her so much reward for everything she did for us down south. She literally was my heart and soul, and I can't emphasize this enough, but she was there for me, and she always has been there for me. I'd say she's raised me more so than any of the other siblings, alongside my very eldest sister. But they've all done their equal share, but she's always been there for me, more as a friend or even as a big sister, but equally as a guidance in life. Anyhow, There's always a bit of a rebel in the family, and I guess that's kind of me, but irrespective, I stayed within my grounds, and alhamdulillah. Going back to the food, instead of the fried food, because we know hubby doesn't do well with fried food, we went with the gyozas, which was Umar's choice. We went with fresh melon. I just fancied some honeydew instead of watermelon. And then she did a roast chicken for us as well, brought that back up. Hubby, upon arrival, when we were coming back up, he made some food for us as well. So he did some chana, served that up as well. And then everything else kind of got put in the fridge. We did the lassi, and we did bring some lassi back from up north, from down south as well. But they'd slightly gone off, so I didn't want to serve him that up. The lassi that he made is actually in the jug. The one that I made is actually in the fridge. So we decided to go with the one he made because it tastes so much better. Anyhow, he did sit down and try everything that was served on his plate, and I kept getting the dates wrong. I mean, it's quite obvious right now that I'm kind of confused between Mondays and Tuesdays, but the dates is in dates, whether it's dried dates or fresh dates. I don't know what the hell thingy was going on with my head, but all I know is right now I'm so shattered. The tandoori chicken that was done in charcoal, it was absolutely delicious. I think that was like the highlight of the actual iftar food in itself, and I think everyone complimented it extremely. Like really, 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 really nice. It was delicious. But I did pick my hubby out the leg piece because I know that's his favourite, and the kids equally, because they just dived in themselves, which was really nice to see. I didn't want to put too much videos of down south because I just wanted to enjoy the element and enjoy the moment, but respectfully, everything or majority of the things that I could kind of salvage from the iftar that he had on his plate or was served up, should he have been present. Obviously due to mitigating circumstances he couldn't be present. He did try a bit of and yeah, he didn't sit very well with him because it was a few days old, but he's somebody that if you put something in front of him, he has so much sabr. You know, may Allah reward him for that. Anyhow, after that, he sat down with his little ones, went through their schoolwork, and I think that's just a lovely touch of being a father or a parent. Not every parent can kind of dedicate that time. Some try to, some can't, some don't want to, you know, and some choose not to. Some are there 100%, some are there 30%, you know, each to their own. Anyhow, I'm not in any position to judge because we've got a hectic life. And then followed after everything was tidied up, put away. Oh, let me not forget the king prawn, the U5s, they were delicious. That was like a karai style, and then there was the chicken makhani. Now Umar had it for breakfast, lunch and dinner, so let's just put it like that. And my brother-in-law, he bought it like a full tub for us. So again, hats off to the guy went way and beyond for us. And this is the brother-in-law that we were staying with, and that's I really shouldn't be saying this, but one of my favourite sisters. They're all my favourite, but they've all got different qualities. But yeah, so this is the sister we stayed with, and yeah, he bought us so much food. He did so much for us, and equally he was sat opposite me on a dining table to hear me rant on, and that was quite nice in itself. Going back to the food, because I keep diverting and I'm so tired, so this is partially the reason why I'm diverting. After everything was tidied, put away, kids were kind of seen to, they were messing around, playing around. I think Umar felt like he needed a hug. He's been away from home for a while. He misses family down south. I think we all do, to be fair. Inni does as well. Sumaya was crying her eyes out all through the journey coming back. Yasin was on a 6 a.m. call to my sister, so that was really sweet. So I think we just kind of pulled him in for a hug. Every child always needs their parent, and I'm a firm believer of that. And he found so much solace in my brother-in-law and my sister, and that in itself felt so heartwarming. And yeah, I'm a little bit teary at this point, so just bear with me. He made us a cup of tea. I made some shemai on the side. didn't put too much sultanas because Innie always complains about picking them out and how she gets the elassi, etc., or the cardamom. But here's a short snippets of the dishes, and I do hope, you know, you guys can see that we had a good time all in all. But yeah, I guess I did override the 10 minutes. Oops. Anyways, guys, take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye.